Alright, Tebusia, Yanko Pium, our South Africa. So yes, currently, in fact, March and March protests be koso was South Africa, organized by some anti-immigrants, Omufi South Africa. Lebu say me no kase unim say Jacenta Zuma any ne other partners almost share say dwumadi ase say no kame akwa say minim say me kan say betrayal say de ben baako afa baako echi akohu president abusia SMP na ekoso e wo South Africa nde me ba be chechi mu sani achese eti make sure say obe like obe subscribe we wan share amafofon so enya bi ahwe. Let me take you back, Accra. In fact, last month, after successfully, sacking some other African nationals, Ghana for, especially from their country, which is South Africa. Later on, almost had a better about to say still come say some other Africans, either so South Africa, this time around, what they are going to do, say, you be more deadline, you be more up to 30th June. So they will take action, and the kind of action that is taking, they shouldn't blame them South Africans and I say be anti-immigrant for
So for us, we have encouraged all other movements that are dealing with illegal immigration to really hop on the bandwagon in the sense that this is a date, from my understanding, that is issued in order to encourage illegal immigrants themselves to deport themselves, without us having to intensify our struggle or fight to the government. Because really it means that as South Africans, we are giving governments until the 30th of June to give us a map of how they are going to deal with the issue of illegal immigration. I don't think any of us are stupid to think that all of them will be gone. Of course not. But we are encouraging them to go before the 30th of June. Because what we know is that the kind of illegal immigrants that we have here think they are more South African than South Africans. If you tell them about their home countries, they get very angry. If you remind them that they're not South African, they get very furious. They can even kill you if you remind them, hey, when you're a Nigerian or when you're a Zimbabwean, then they call you self-hate, you are xenophobic, you are Afro, for all of this, right? So there's two types of immigrants that we are dealing with. There's those that we know will self-deport. We know those ones. They're most of the time just innocent people who are just coming here to just make a living, etc., etc. And those will go. They're not going to give much of a problem. But the ones that will stay are the ones that are the biggest problem.
Malawi for president, in fact, or arrange buses, be say, or no so quack more South Africa because of announcement not just a mobile year, and no completely who say, I mean, most of the or they say Malawi for not so Maka baby or munya transportation fee, and half a buses a baby form compuno and a president in the Kamako say on cash. And table saying in the Musana say, Andra. 30th June, and at somebody Jumadino, a March and March protest, no, Esiso, was South Africa. In fact, we share some of the videos on Monday streets, no so, and on Muye de day, just any immigrant, and I say, a foreign national be at ye be sent a question as ye will say, until me answer, and ye, not just a channel, and there could be a was on Monday.
Yes, we're still coming to live from Perea. As you can see, I think a bottle store, they're trying to break into a bottle store here. The police are going to try and make sure that the situation doesn't get out of hand. But as you can see, this was the damage that was being done to this bottle store. very big police presence. And yeah, it looks like it might get out of hand. It might get dangerous, but we're going to continue to give you the latest. We're going to continue to follow this march to give you the latest that comes up.
Before I say protest, no, ebe shase kwampuno. Jacenta ne other partners such as oni omo shase FHI ekohu president anasebia the president of South Africa Cyril Ramaphosa emacheso oni omo kasaye. Na nkomo omudi ye no say in fact protest no abeko na sumdwe sene nanka omu fi say bia violence any criminalities no nkika mbebe beko so no say president no eni omo kasaye mache say omo nyomo ntia say they are going to protest peacefully sene beya gidigidi bia emba. Nenu ena chese ebisa Jacenta say enti adenti na omukwa ko president no on the one kobi ena so no de oni mo hwe so kwan mo fa so mo kwan no oni mo hwe enti ono de oni mo hwe enti say bia BBC a they should go and ask them rather than say be ban nchen abebisa no.
I just want to reflect on something that I saw on social media. Have you been able to have a conversation with President Cyril Ramaphosa? Of course, I understand that March and March Associates and Ngizwe and Paganum Tagati had a conversation with the president. Have you been part of any of those conversations? Have you met with the president?
No.
Were you aware of that meeting? And are you aware perhaps of what came out there? Of course, you do share the same sentiment. So have you engaged with March and March Associates about that meeting? Jacenta, thank you very much for your time this morning. As you heard it there, Stephen, you would have seen, of course, those visuals that we saw on social media of March and March Associates that met with President Cyril Ramaphosa. Jacenta Zuma stating that she was not aware of that particular meeting, and at this point she's also not aware of what was actually discussed.
So now ebeto social media na man for be HSA in fact we dey betray akame akwese ni other partners no omo fanechi na chesomo ko president e sike bia omaji ni ewo bia no oma ye awie na according to Jacenta na kame akwese she is so disappointed kakra because this protest and say bia anti-immigrant project and say bia we omo tie no omo no mo sha ase achese du bebi kwampo no ye be from xenophobia and say bia omo hear some kind of xenophobic attacks be on other nationals. Now eno energy say bisa one South African citizen say adentina omo sake or they say other Africans from their country. Ebusa yinti.
We have fought apartheid. We started Morrison's in high school. We are there, not just machinery. We are there fighting, and then we won. What is Ramaphosa? He's pushing. He's giving them Nigerian. Their countries are falling apart. But he's slaughtering kids. And then they're coming here. They're gonna nap. Baribona. South Africa, we are xenophobic. We're gonna not I'm telling us. We are xenophobic. We are not. We're fighting for our country. We're fighting for our country. We're fighting here. The cricket police station, we know all the shenanigans. Whenever the black million of sponsoring these people who are protected for illness, but we've been working, it's not promotion. You become an inspector for life, you become a captain for life, but it's not a promotion because they were eating there after one tool, what am I supposed? They must go to a Bongwen. Yeah, my man, I must get go to a Bongwen. We are tired. We know all the shenanigans of the South African police. We are working there. We talking about the right here in South Nigerians, they've got an audacity of telling us you have xenophobic. Their country is falling apart. Other business slaughtering kids. Harmless kids, they are getting useless and harshness when it comes to young people. They're gonna and never fighting Jacenta. Jacenta is patriotic about her country. Yeah, we are patriotic. We don't want our country to fall apart. If we can do it during a birthday, who are they? We fought the poor. Apartheid started at Morris in our day. Then you're the corner. We did this thing. Today, but of Ghanamovies, and people are not working. Instead of taking this money and fixing the products, they can't. This body is never going to fly. Because we are on the country. This bloody fucking African national. We are tired. We are tired of tomorrow. We are not scared. We are not scared of the monster. We are not. We are not tomorrow.
Don't support the looting. 2021 during the unrest, I was part of the people who was saying no looting to escort. That's why in 2021 maybe in KZN escort is the only town that was not looted on that time. I can't be now I'm a mayor and allow people to loot in our town, because when people they start looting. We need investors as a municipality, but they can't come to our municipality. They can't come to our town if there is something that is instability in our town. I want to say and I want to emphasize that those who loot on that day, the police must arrest them.
And just lastly, just to go back to what was stated by the Pietermaritzburg High Court, and maybe just to reflect on some of those statements that you've made once again on your social media, I think it's important to differentiate your stance in the matter. Are you calling for all undocumented foreign nationals to leave the country, or are you calling for all foreign nationals to leave the country? Because there seems to be a confusion there when you speak to foreign nationals.
Okay. You know, first the matter is sub judice. On the 20th of August, I'm going to court, a high court. But I want to say something, that those people who are here illegally with no documents, they must go back to their particular countries or their respective countries. But those who are here and they have a document, we don't have a problem with them. But those who are here illegally, they must go back to their country.
And just the last.
In fact, they are not going to stop until say any foreigner our country, because right now no, they want to fix their country, so they don't want any other foreigner in their country. Abusia way any so much as social media man for so kabi aha authentic press studios make sure so be like we subscribe you and share am afro phone so nya bi ahwe.